Y'all, look what done happened to me. Somebody tried to sex traffic me.
Hey y'all, what's up, what's poppin', what's going on? I want to be here. Before we get into the video, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on all my social media. That's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat at the Mona Banks, and I do have a Facebook like page, Mona B. So yes, y'all read that title right. This is not clickbait. This really did happen. Y'all saw the beginning clip, so I'm just gonna go into it and explain to y'all how this actually went down, what happened, and then I'll show more clips at the end of the video. So this happened back in September. I don't know if y'all remember, like last summer, like going into the fall, there was a lot of people speaking out about sex trafficking. Y'all know sex trafficking is a very real thing. It is still going on every single day. If you're a woman out here shopping, going in and out of your car, things like that, make sure you're mindful and aware of your surroundings. If there's any weird object on your vehicle, make sure you never touch it and you literally just pull off or call the cops, go back into the establishment. Do not linger around. These sex traffickers, what they're doing, they want you to literally pick up an item. That way that you're distracted. They'll leave money on your car, so you'll pick it up and you'll be distracted, wondering where the money comes from, and then that way they can go ahead and proceed to scoop you up or whatever. So this particular day, me and my mom just came back from out of town. Actually, I think we had just ran some errands that day, and then we decided that we wanted to go grab some food. So we went ahead and went to Cheddar's. I'm sure you guys all have heard of Cheddar's. That's one of our little restaurants that we like to go to, get drinks, whatever the case may be. So we pull up to Cheddar's, and typically I do like to park in the front of a building, but sometimes that's not, available. So I parked in the front on the side of the building. So I was parked on the right side of the building, and behind Cheddar's is a hotel or whatever, because it's kind of like right off of a highway basically. So it's so crazy because a few days prior to that, I had picked my mom up from the airport, and I was telling her whenever we get in the car before she gets in to make sure she checks the door handle. I've been hearing a lot of stories about women having like napkins and weird objects stuffed in their door handle or whatever, so you'll pick it up and touch it, and there's like a substance on it. I don't know if I can say the word here on YouTube, so I'm not gonna say it, but there's a substance on it that can harm you, make you faint, make you have to go to the hospital, that can get into your bloodstream and really affect you. So I was literally just telling my mom, like, whenever she gets into the car, make sure she checks, because a lot of times, like, no one is going to their passenger side door. No one is. Like, I don't go to the passenger side door. I just literally look on the driver's side and then I get in. So I had literally just told her that. So we go into Cheddar's, we eat our food, we have a cocktail, that's what we normally do, and then we proceed to head out. When we went into Cheddar's, it was light out. When we got out of Cheddar's, it was dark. So we're walking to the car, and immediately I noticed a napkin tucked into my bumper, but it was hanging out. And it was kind of leveled more to the passenger side of the car. What's so crazy about that is when me and my mom pulled up to Cheddar's, when we initially got there, I had pulled too close to the curb. So I backed up, and then I checked the front of the car to make sure I still wasn't on like the sidewalk, like the curb part of the sidewalk, and I wasn't. So I would have noticed it before we even went into the Cheddar's. So we both immediately looked at each other, and we were like, oh my gosh, because I had just told my mom to look out for anything on her side before she gets into my car. So I noticed that it was like more towards my mom's side. So of course we didn't touch it, because I had literally just seen all the videos on TikTok about women that have touched the napkin and pulled it out, and their fingers started tingling and going numb, and then they had to go to the hospital. So we called the police, of course. And so the police ended up showing up. They showed up really quick too. Like, it didn't take them long to come. We didn't go near the car. We didn't touch the car. We didn't do anything like that. So when the police got on the scene, the police kept literally asking me, like, are you sure? Did you guys touch it? Like, you have to let me know if you touched it. Because if you touched it, we need to take you to the hospital. Like, we need to know if you touched it. And we're like, no, we knew better. We've been seeing all the videos going around social media. So no, we did not touch it. So I do have a video of it, and I'll play it at the end. But basically what they did was they put on gloves, and they went ahead and removed it. So it's so crazy because I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I was in shock because I had just been seeing all the videos on TikTok about this happening to other women, and you don't be thinking like this stuff is gonna happen to you. You really don't. But the thing about life is you're not off limits to anything. You're not immune to anything in this lifetime. So it was just so crazy to me that I had literally been watching these videos, and I'm glad that I had been watching these videos. I'm glad women were sharing their experiences because it made me aware. Because I'm not gonna lie, if I hadn't known that, I probably just would have pulled it off. Or I probably would have. Like, I feel like anybody would have just pulled it off their front bumper and tossed it. So they put their gloves on. The officer put his gloves on. It's 2 officers showed up. So he put his gloves on. They removed it. I don't personally know what they did to it. They never like got back to me. They took my information and stuff like that, but they didn't get back to me, and I guess I should have followed up on it. I think they just threw it away. They really should have probably took it in for testing. But I personally feel like it had to be something on there, because why would somebody put that in my car if they weren't trying to get me, sex traffic me, or whatever? And the crazy thing about it is my mom was with me, so it's like something was definitely fishy about that. So the officers, they went around my car, they cleaned all the handles, because at that point I didn't even want to touch my car, me or my mom, because we're like, what the heck, we don't know what substance could be poured on the handles or anything. So they wiped it down, everything like that. And I was more so nervous because I'm like, Lord, I hope they didn't put like a tracker on my car or anything like that. So I did end up going to the car wash the next day. But that just goes to show you right there, you really do have to be aware of your surroundings. So even crazier about it, this is what I think that the people that was trying to get us was going to do. I personally think this was their plan, because it was kind of wedged more to the passenger side. So I personally think that they probably thought that I was just going to approach the car, I was going to get in the driver's side and not notice it, and my mom was going to notice it, and she was going to pull it off. Then she might have, fainted or something, I don't know, and they probably was thinking like, then I would get out of the car to run to my mom's rescue to help her, and then in the midst of helping my mom, they could potentially snatch me up. That's what I think that they were trying to do, because it was right around that time where it was all over the internet, where, women was sharing their stories about a napkin being wedged into their car. And it's crazy, like, they had it hanging out of my bumper, as you guys saw, and as you guys will see once I insert the clips. But it's just really crazy. Like, I really think that's what they were going to do. And there was a hotel right behind, so it's like, well, you're going to try to drag me off to the hotel. So it's like, ladies, y'all definitely need to be aware of y'all surroundings. Like, please, like, y'all know how, like, when you go to the grocery store and sometimes people be like passing out flyers? Like, I don't even touch those. As I'm driving, I let it blow off. Like, I literally let it blow off because I'm scared to touch anything. And a lot of times too, you don't really want to move your windshield wipers, because they might put a substance on your windshield wiper, and so that it will smear literally all over your windshield. That way you won't be able to see, you'll lose visibility. So be careful and mindful of that. But if there's something ever on your car, call the police and go back inside of the establishment. My mom was with me, thankfully. But the thing about it is, the officers went into Cheddar's. I forgot this part. The officers went into Cheddar's to see if they could check the cameras, but there was no cameras on the side of Cheddar's. So it's really crazy. These sex traffickers are smart. They know what they're doing. They know that there was cameras only on the front and on the back. There wasn't any on the side, so they weren't going to be able to get any footage of who could have possibly did this. But it's definitely a real thing. Whoever did that was definitely watching me and my mom, because it wasn't on none of the other cars. So they were definitely watching, definitely paying attention. And I know they saw when the police pulled up. It was definitely a scary situation to be in, because it's like I said, you never think these kind of things are going to happen to you until they happen. So it just made it even realer for me. So whenever I am out, before I get in my car, I just don't pull the handle. I make sure I check to make sure, I'm going to be safe and I'm going to be good, because this world is getting crazier by the day. I was meaning to share this story with y'all when it first happened, but around that time I had a lot going on, so I didn't get the chance to share it, but I'm sharing it now. So ladies, especially now that it's summer, like I've been telling y'all in my last videos, please be careful, because a lot of crazy things do go on in the world. Sex trafficking is not something that you just hear on TV or hear on social media. It hit home for me, and it has now made me, I was already aware, but I'm like super aware. But I just think it's sad for women because I do like to go out and explore and stuff like that, and it makes it hard and it makes it scary for you to want to go out here in this world and really explore, because people don't have good intentions and people will literally prey on you. It is a really scary thing to experience. I'm just glad, like my mom, I'm glad that I had already warned my mom. I'm glad she knew not to touch it. I'm glad we both saw it. And yeah, and when I did call the police and stuff like that, they also said that yes, they had been getting calls about this happening all over. So it wasn't just a coincidence. It wasn't like a situation where it was just happening to me and my mom. Like, it was happening, you guys, and it does happen. I'm sure they have new tactics and different things. Like, I've even been out driving before and I see like empty car seats like in the middle of the road. Like, I know they like to do stuff like that, so you'll jump out of your car, you know, they can maybe steal your car, capture you, things like that. So I just want to spread awareness to this situation, that this is very real. So make sure you are watching your surroundings, be careful, and just stay alert, you guys. Stay on high alert. But definitely it was a scary situation that definitely hit home for me. But yes, I hope this enlightened you guys to just make sure y'all are paying attention to your surroundings. But most importantly, I hope you guys learned something from this video. So I just want to say thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye.
Y'all, look what done happened to me. Somebody tried to sex traffic me. I hope they see me. I'm at Cheddar's in the parking lot, and this is wedged into the grill of my car. You cannot tell me that's not suspicious. And it's wedged, like somebody put it there, because no one was like, when we got to Cheddar's, I basically checked my car because I pulled up too far onto the sidewalk. So we pulled back. It was no napkins, nothing there. And look, y'all, that's crazy. It was nothing there. Nothing was there before. Nothing was there. And they put this in my car. You think I would touch that? Are you out of your mind? At the Cheddar's, leaving Cheddar's. Y'all, this is real out here. It's really real. Sex trafficking is real. Don't touch nothing. Check your car. Do not touch nothing. These people bugged out. Y'all, I really cannot believe this happened. The police is here, y'all. The police out here, y'all. The police came. Y'all, this is crazy. They really are sex trafficking people.
Yeah, they are though.
Mm-hmm.